I don't know if you saw it or not, but yesterday we had an important announcement by NIO, which is about the pricing, and it is actually a big change in my views and could be the hand sign or signature of the new CFO. That's how I'm personally interpreting it. So what has happened is that NIO has now stopped some of the discounts and rebates that they are giving. So mainly they are in form of some freebies and goodies. For example, using NOP plus the best version of the autonomous driving functionality by NIO. Instead of paying this fee, users did get it for free for some times, and there were a couple of more things in these packages that they were offered to new buyers in order to kind of make a, not a real price cut, but because actually the car is still the price tag on the car is still the same, but you get some goodies that you can kind of calculate against it. And so on paper, in terms of what you get, there was a better deal for most of the new buyers. And this possibly has resulted in some of these recent strong sales that we've seen for NIO cars. I actually think that we have been far beyond expectations, at least my personal expectations, when we watch some of those monthly sales. And I said that, we don't necessarily make all-time highs each and every month. It will be normal if we get, some fluctuation in between. Always look at the long-term trend, which is going to the right upper corner. So everything good with that. Now, what is interesting about slashing some of these coupons and incentives is that, first of all, I think it should send a sign to markets that NIO is now looking to improve and increase the gross margin, because there have been factors here at play that have possibly reduced the profitability of NIO in the past with some of these incentives. Maybe that's also one reason why NIO has been trading sluggish in the recent weeks, because people, they just want to see, they are not convinced yet that those great increase of sales is actually sustainable and profitable for NIO. But now NIO is slashing these incentives, and that's sending the signal that, we may not even be with lower sales in the future based on these lower incentives, but might actually be able to record the same amount of sales, ideally, but we will have less on the bottom line to pay for these sales in terms of marketing and sales incentives, and therefore the bottom line will see an improved gross margin. So hopefully, I said in my last videos about the CFO change that he'll get a good quarter to report, possibly one of the best quarters in recent histories of NIO when it comes also to the bottom line. And with some of these things going into Q3 where demand should pick up, and now also maybe some of those financial trajectories are improving, should give him a better start with investors, in my opinion. So I like this as a smart move because the context here is that BBAs or Bentley, Bauma, Audi, the Germans, BMW, Mercedes-Benz and Audi, they are kind of retreating from the price war, and they started hiking prices. And so NIO said, okay, we also can slash some of our incentives and come out as a winner here in the premium price segment, because we have the largest market share as a premium EV, pure EV brand in China, as a Chinese brand. Plus, we did not deteriorate our brand because we didn't actually cut the price tags, but we gave those incentives, but maybe now they are not longer necessary even. And we are kind of starting to possibly get some buyers FOMO because they want to secure those incentives in the last couple of days that they are still available. So that may be pushing a bit of order intake on top of that. Plus, obviously, the message is clear. If you are looking for something cheap to buy in the future, which is not a NIO car, because NIO is now its worth for the cars, for the quality, for its offering, for its USPs, then you can get Onvo in September. right? So I like this as a way of transitioning here, and I think it's a kind of a smart play. By the way, I don't think at all that this is part of the large down move yesterday. I've talked in my Patreon community and I'm doing those daily, almost daily live streams currently, walking through some of those main metrics in the markets. And we've discussed, for example, interest rates, US dollars, and geopolitics. My last couple of videos have been about the implications of Donald Trump and China and so on. And I went more into depth, and I don't think that yesterday's move was actually related to anything on the fundamental side of NIO. We see these moves from time to time. They are based on some macro changes there. Very interesting time in the markets right now, and I'm making quite a few changes to my portfolio as well. I think this might be, one of the most important weeks and months to watch currently. By the way, today we also have a communique out of the third plenum. I'm not expecting that we get, some press conferences or real announcements around these days currently. We just get the normal party speak and some articles of, lots of Communist Party talk and so on. But in there, I think what I've seen is a hint for stimulus, because they basically said we need to adhere to the goals that we are setting. And our goal has been 5% GDP growth, and China's currently not there. In the last print, at least, they have been below that. So I think I might be right that in the next couple of days and weeks, we might see some actual changes to the consumer side, to the demand side in the economy in China, and may see some stimulus as a first tranche, like I said, in order to help China reach those goals, because I think they want really to reach those goals. It's vital for them to do so. And then possibly with the elections next, a big thing. And I'm very positive right now about what Trump will mean for China, but I know it's a controversial topic, and not everyone is caring to watch this here on the channel. Some of my takes here on NIO are getting way more traction than the politics, but let me know in the comments what you'd like to see my views on, and what's your take on all of these matters. Thanks for watching. See you in my next videos.